Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is Days of Our Lives. And the thing about Days of Our Lives, before I get into the show, I do want to talk about some stuff that has been happening outside of the show. And Billy Flynn, who plays Chad DiMera, he's very pro-left, and he's very vocal about his politics, which is fine, because you know what, Twitter, look at Nancy Legrand, she's constantly tweeting, pro-left things as well. So is Greg Rickert, it's not that uncommon, okay? And my thing is, if you don't like it, unfollow them. Don't read their tweets. If they really irritate you that much, go watch someone else. Follow somebody else. You know what I mean? Because if you follow him, then you're just adding to his followers. So why would you want to do that, right? But instead, people would rather be internet trolls, and no, they will say horrible, hateful things. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good dragging every now and then, especially when one famous person does it to another one. Oh, speaking of, I need to go into what the difference is between shade and reading, right? And this is straight from the movie Paris is Burning. And if you haven't seen Paris is Burning, you have to see it, because it's all about the ball culture in the 80s, and it was from New York City, and it is an amazing movie. You've got to see it. So, reading is when you just insult someone. So, if I look at someone and I say, "You're a bitch," no, that's not even a read. That's actually a compliment. I would say, if I looked at someone and say, "You're a cunt," but what's funny is that if I was friends with someone and they didn't like me using the word cunt to them, I wouldn't. I actually wouldn't. I would respect my friend, and I would come up with some other word. I know a lot of women nowadays still hate that word cunt, but except the Melbourne housewives, I fucking love them, because they sure don't. They love to say that word. It cracks me up. It is my favorite curse word, I'm not gonna lie. So if I said, "You're a cunt," or if I say, oh, here's a better one. If I say, "You're ugly," that's a read, right? But if I don't need to tell you you're ugly because you already know you're ugly, that's shade. So, Taraji P. Henson was on the red carpet and was talking, and they were asking about the the what's up time's up movement. Oh my God, it's late. I can't believe I said that. That's hilarious. And she said that, God takes care of good people, and that was a subtle dig at Ryan Seacrest. And here's the thing, people were like, "No, it wasn't, blah blah blah." And I'm thinking, you don't understand what subtle dig is, do you? It was shade. It wasn't a read. It was shade, and it was fierce shade too. Shade level, Phaedra Parks, fierce, loved it. So, anyways. Okay, so Billy Flynn does like to, tweet a lot or whatever, right? And he was very complimentary of Marcy Miller, who is currently in the whole Gabigail storyline. FYI, I did a poll of my own on Twitter on who do you want Chad to end up with? Abigail, Gabby, Gabigail, or Paul? I just figured I'd throw Paul in there just because I love Paul. He's cute, and you never know, right? Maybe it's time for Chad to ditch the bitch and make the switch, right? Who knows, right? So, and actually Abigail won by like 62%, but Gabby didn't do too bad. She got like 24%, and Paul actually tied with Gabigail with 7%, so I was like, okay, wow, all right. Anyways, for whatever reason, Billy Flynn left Twitter, and understandably, some people were upset. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of disappointed myself. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I think that the politics is a little bit over the top, and it's not that I don't agree with his politics, because I agree with his politics. I just think, but he actually does a better job of also including stuff from the set, some from his daily life as well. Nancy Grahn could do a little bit better about that. Although it was adorable when she was trying to hook her daughter up with Cameron Kasky. There was a slight political bent to that, but whatever. And well, we'll talk about that at General Hospital. Okay, so, I'm sorry, I'm really itchy tonight. I did pole dancing class, and I took a shower, and I put on some lotion, and I don't think the lotion is, kicked in yet, so my body's still a little bit itchy. So, he left Twitter, then he came back, and right away I tweeted him, and I was like, fuck the haters. You know what I'm saying? Just ignore them. Ignore them. Don't be here for other people. You know what I mean? If you... And Gus Kenworthy, who was today's Man Crush Monday, and he is a Winter Olympian who's gay, and he screenshotted some of the comments that he gets on YouTube, and they are horrific. They are awful. Now, granted, all gay YouTubers get comments like that, so I said, you're not alone. All gay YouTubers get those comments, and don't listen to them. I said the same thing to him, too. I said, fuck the haters. You're fierce. Both of you. Billy Flynn, Gus Kenworthy, you're both fucking fierce. Okay, so let it go, right? I think Billy Flynn is especially fierce because, I'm not going to lie, I love me some Casey Diedrich. A lot. And, it took a while to warm up to Billy Flynn. But part of that was also because the writing when Billy Flynn first took over was not that great, to be honest with you. However, he's really won me over. Now, I'm still a big Casey Diedrich fan, but now I like Billy Flynn too. It's like, people that like Jason Thompson as Billy on Young and the Restless, but they like Billy Miller too. Or people that like Billy Miller as Jason on General Hospital, or they like Steve Burton too. There's no rule that says you have to pick one or the other. I love them both. So, kudos to you, Billy Flynn. But then he left Twitter again, but now he's back on Twitter. So stay on Twitter. Stay on focus, Don't listen to people that are calling you unprofessional or hateful or whatever. Because Christopher Sean, who plays Paul, tweeted, people are saying some nasty things about Billy Flynn, and he has been nothing but kind to all of us. We're a family at Days of Our Lives. And that is actually very sweet. It was really sweet because it's kind of like how you can yell at your family and insult your family, but the minute someone outside of the family says something about your family, oh, hell no, let me take off my earrings. Oh, my baby. I'm going to beat the shit out of you, right? It happens. Okay, so on the show, anyways, I just felt the need to comment on that because I really hope that Billy Flynn stays on Twitter because he is fierce, okay? Okay, so this week on Days, this week was a little snoozy because the vast majority of it was focused on Rafe and Hope's wedding. And I'm not going to lie, this whole setup is kind of stupid. Because, so Rafe cheated on Hope, and that secret just came out on Friday, right before the wedding. At the wedding, in front of everyone. And no one knows that they had actually gotten married the day before. But, first of all, when he slept with Sammy, Hope had just dumped him. They weren't together anymore. Yeah, Hope ended up taking him back and saying, I'm sorry I said that, blah, blah, blah. But, she told him to get out. I don't understand. And he was upset, and so was Sammy about Will. And then they ended up falling into bed together, and they're still good friends. I don't know what the fucking problem is, to be honest with you. I don't know why it's that big of a secret, and why it's not cheating because she dumped him. In this case, I feel like Ross on Friends. They were on a break. You know what I mean? Whatever. Anyways, And the other thing that happened this week was, oh God, John and Steve and Kayla. I mean, it's great that I get to see Trip every day. Oh, and don't even get me started on Sierra and Claire. Now, Claire is actually growing on me. Sierra, not so much. I hope that they write Sierra a little better because they have a really good actress playing her. So I really hope that they don't just, write Sierra as this one-note bitch, because she's not. That's not how she is. You know what I mean? Oh God, and then Eric and Jennifer. And here's the thing about Jennifer. And this actually has nothing to do with the actress or even the character or how she's playing her or anything. This actually has to do with whoever does the makeup on Days of Our Lives. Because I swear to God, for the wedding, Jennifer's face was like 5 shades darker than the rest of her body. And she had a line like right here. Brown skin and pale white. Can one of those drag queens from RuPaul's Drag Race come and do their makeup? Because that is unacceptable. Especially now, because I've got a high definition television. That is awful. I mean, it is bad. Really bad. So, like I said, that secret just came out. We'll find out next week what happened with that wedding. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. And you can hashtag Days to Talk Days, and you can also hashtag YR to Talk Young and the Restless. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, I feel a belch coming on. Excuse me. That might be a tequila belch. I'm drinking a raspberry margarita with 1800 tequila. It's good, too. It's real nice. And while you're looking around my YouTube channel, you can see my Storytime stories where I tell stories about my life as well. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for logging on today. Okay, awesome. Have a great night. Peace out, everyone. Wubba, wubba, wubba.